guys, I've got this little super original Honda's tank and panels here, and they are actually, you can hear that the paint's very rough on them, but the paint's actually pretty good. And whilst I don't think they're going to come back, it's just kind of put the thought in my mind, I wonder if I can polish these up and bring them nearly back to something that might be worth saving. I don't think I'll be able to, but I like having a go at something like this. So I bought myself this thing here, and it's a polisher, and it comes with lots and lots of little accoutrements, like these. I've got a bumpy pad here and a flat pad here. I've got lots of little kind of things that look like either a berry for a French baby, or blue prayer hats were you of the Jewish persuasion, lots of stuff like this, and you get a fantastic instruction booklet, and this is it. And it's got a picture of the polisher on front, because it's just as well, otherwise I might have thought, I don't know, I might have thought that this is a polisher, but no, this is what you get, and it's helpfully written in Portuguese. So it is Portuguese or Spanish, and I can tell that they've got a few magic words in here that I recognise. It's got really helpful instructions like, don't put the polisher in a bucket of water when the power's switched on. It's better not to sand your wife's face during her menstrual cycle, that's unlikely to lead to joyful sexual relations, and don't eat the yellow snow. So that's how much use this is. So I've got some cutting compound here which I bought, and I'm going to have a go with this and see if I can't get this thing back. Now, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I've looked on YouTube last night, and YouTube's great if you want to polish a great big panel off your car, like the bonnet or the hood, as the Americans would call it. And they've all got instruction on how to bring these things back up to an exhibition quality in our 47 simple steps. Well, I don't want to do that. I just want to polish this up. So I'm going to pop the badges off and put them to one side, the badges off the side panels and off the tank, put them to one side, and I'll get some compound, and I'm going to kind of give the paint a good wash off, and then we're going to have a go at polishing them up. So let's see what we can do. Right, well, just the first thing is we'll get these badges off, and the easiest way to do that is I've got a little scraper, and we'll just slide it under there, and that starts to ease that away from it. These just sit on little clips. So now I've got a gap there. I just ease that under there, it's a bit more robust. And it'll come out. Lengthwise that side. There we are. That's the first one off. Pop it in there. Keep it together with its frame. Likewise this side. Slide that under there. Just ease it up gently. Now it's going up more easily. Just ease that out. There we go. These are incredibly forgiving, actually. These Honda badges. And when you get them off, you can just you can bend them quite easily as long as you're gentle, and they will allow you to put a nice contour on them that gets around the tank. Okay, that's that one done. Little badges here. These are held on by little clips in there, and they come off quite easily with the correct screwdriver. Here it be. Ease these off. These little tangs up. And it just, I'll just show you. That was clever, wasn't it? I'll find that one in a minute. But you just get your screwdriver under those little tangs there and ease them up gently. badge will just pop out. There we are. Put that in there. Right guys, I got the badges off this. I'm going to confess something now. I cheated. Just to see how well it would work. I thought I'd give it a little rub with the thing. And that's the difference. And I promise you, in about 3 minutes. It's absolutely staggering. So now, I'm going to do this one right in front of you. And then we'll do the tank together. But I'm incredibly impressed by how well this has come up and in such a short time. As I say. Look at that for a difference. So let's go on and do the others. Right, first off, we're going to give the parts a good wash off. I'm going to try this stuff. I've had it lying in the garage for ages and ages and ages. It's supposed to be good. I'm not endorsing anyone's product. It might be garbage, but I'll let you know in a minute. So let's go outside into this bloody awful weather. It's Storm Eunice is outside just now, and Britain just seems to be hitting one massive storm system after another just now. It's the 18th of February today. So let's give it a squirt with this stuff. We've got a damn good wash off, and then we'll give it a rub down with the beastie, and let's see how it turns out. Let's do it, guys. That I've done earlier and the one that I've just washed off now here, this actually looks quite a lot better now, and it even sounds better too. It doesn't make that awful scratchy noise, you know, when I rub it. However, let's get our polisher, and I put this in a plastic bag last night to keep it dry so it wouldn't dry out and go a bit crusty, so that's still nice and damp. So I'm going to put a bit of this stuff on it. This cutting compound. Let's just put that down so you can see a bit better. Okay, let's give it a whirl. And when you press on this, it's actually quite a feeble motor, which I think it's meant to be, because if you press on it, it slows down considerably, which is great, and you can't put too much pressure on it. Along these edges now. I'm using very light pressure because never having done this before. I don't want to damage the. I don't want to work my way right through the paint. Probably don't need to worry with Hondas because it's probably ½ inch thick. As I said the other day, you can get more aggressive if you want. A bit more of the gunk on it. You can always get more aggressive afterwards, can't you, if you're too aggressive from a start and you bollocks it. Well, then you're in trouble, aren't you? Oops. let's give it a wipe off and see how it looks. As I say guys, I'm sure there's lots of you watching this who have done this tons and tons of time, and you're probably shouting at the screen there, "You're doing it all wrong!" Well, if I am, just write in and tell me. You know, post it. And all the other guys watching it can learn as well. In the way that I'm doing, as I kind of make up as I go along. This is a piece of clean, what do you call this stuff? Not cheesecloth, something like that. Well, I think you'll find that is a zillion% better than it was just a minute ago, isn't it? So I'm going to give this another little do-over now with the stuff again. It's still a bit dull around those edges there. You probably can't see that, just a wee bit dull. So I'm going to do it again down these edges. And then I'm going to put the tank on the bike because that's probably the most stable place for it. I've got it on the floor just now, just drying off a wee bit. So I'll get it dried off, we'll get it mounted up, and let's give that a clean as well. See you in a moment. Right guys, I'll pop this on the bike now because it's probably the most stable place to put it. So, you can hear how rough that is, and you can see the imperfections in the paint there. So, are these going to come out? I don't know. Well, let's have a look. Let's have a go at it and just see what we can do. Nothing lost by trying, is there? I love doing this kind of stuff. So, as I say guys, if I'm doing it wrong, do write in and tell us. Well, let's all go now. Now when I saw someone doing this the other day, what they did was put a few dabs of the magic gunk on the beastie here, and a few dabs of the gunk on that. Now I've not got anything to dab with, so in the absence of my wife being here, I've stolen a teaspoon from the kitchen, and we'll put a few little spots of that on it. This was the cutter or something to pick up on. And let's give it a go. Dry there. Let's see if it's a bit dry. Some more. Cutting quite strongly into it because it's creating this kind of undercoloured paste. I should sell this. Right guys, I've got these cleaned up now. I think you'll agree. They look immeasurably better. The tank's likewise done, I'll show you that in a moment. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put some polish on these. Now you've got all these wee pads and stuff, little hats and things I mentioned to you before, lots of variants of them, 2 of each of everything. And just being kind of logical, I think that's a putter oner, I think that's a shiner offer, because it's much softer. So, I've got some super duper polish there, so I'm going to put a bit of that on. Along the top here. This thing, the speed's controlled by this little kind of screw out thing here, and the further you screw that in, the faster it allow it to the further you screw that in, the faster it allow it to rotate. Oh, But I've got it at the slowest speed now, which is about 700 revs apparently. So I just don't want to overdo it. Likewise, let's put some on here. As I say, guys, on the tank now as well, and then we'll give that in fact, let's show you the tank first. The tank, as you can see, is cleaned up no end better than it was. There's still these marks here and they're not going to come out. I expected they might not, but now when I run my finger over it you don't get that dreadful scratchy noise, and it looks tons better than it did. And perhaps from you standing, guys, it maybe looks okay. It's not something I could sell, which is a shame, so I will send it off and get it painted. But let's put some polish on it now and we'll see how well it comes up. What I will say is, it's made a hellish mess of the bike. Oh, all the stuff's spraying all over it, but never mind. Right, I'll put a little shiner upper on now, and let's see how these guys come up. Looking at this one, guys, I think you'll agree that looks, compared with how it did before, it was all scratched up and horrible. The scratch marks are still there, but the quality of the paint is such that that's come up really, really nicely. I'm really pleased with that. A shame the tank didn't come up, but we never really expected it to. And I'll just wipe the polish up there before I try and shine that. I never really expected that to come up to be savable, as it were, but that's its friend. And they look pretty blooming good, don't they? I'll see if the tank's ready to come up yet. And if it is, yeah it is. We'll give that a wee shine as well. Guys, let's give you a quick look at that. As a friend of mine used to say, a blind man on a galloping horse on a foggy night would think this was perfect. But that's immeasurably better than it was. And whilst I haven't saved the tank from requiring paint, what it tells me is, on something that's less damage than that in the future, I will be able to save it. And the cost of the polishing was about £30. So I think it's an investment well worth making. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope you found it useful and instructive. And please don't be frightened to write into me and say, Rod, you're getting all that wrong. You should have done this or that or the other, or use the bumpy one, or use something else. Because it's all good knowledge, isn't it? All right, guys. I'm going to go inside now before we all get blown away by Hurricane Eunice. Next time. Bye, guys.